Hi everyone, welcome back to Pass ELA. It's been a while and I will be starting a new series to help with academic vocabulary, calling it Pass ELA SAT Vocabulary. It is to help you prepare for the SAT, but it is also to help with daily academic vocabulary and just improving your understanding of words overall through the use of Greek and Latin roots. So the first Greek or Latin root that we will be learning about is cog, COGN, and the meaning is to know. We'll be looking at 4 words in particular and discussing the definition in detail, but understanding the meaning of this root word will help you understand additional words in the future. So the first word is cognition. There's no prefix. The root is cog, to know, and shun, the action of, is the suffix. So the action of knowing, what you might think, it's the mental action or process of gaining knowledge and understanding through thought, experiences, or senses. Essentially, it is thinking, learning, etc. So I thought of this brain lifting weights because in this GIF, the brain is growing stronger, and that is what cognition does. Here's a scenario to help you understand the meaning. In a quiet park, 2 friends, Sam and Joe, sat on a bench watching ducks swim in a pond. Sam, always curious, turned to Joe with a thoughtful look. Joe, do you know what cognition means? Sam asked. Joe scratched his head. Cognition? No, what is it? Sam smiled. Cognition is how we think and learn. It's how our brains understand things. Joe laughed. Oh, like when I figured out how to make the perfect sandwich. Sam laughed too. Exactly, that's your cognition at work. I like this example because it shows that cognition is not only about learning some academic topic, it is the overarching idea of your brain working, growing, etc. So some synonyms are thinking, learning, and comprehension. Next, we have incognito, which is an adjective. Our prefix is in, which means not. Our root is cog, to know. And our suffix is ito, which means having the quality of. The definition of incognito with these 3 pieces working together really matches up. It means with one's identity concealed. So I think of somebody who's wearing a mask or one of these fake noses and mustaches that's trying to act like it's not them. That's the exact perfect example of being incognito. So here is a scenario to demonstrate the meaning of incognito. In a busy cafe, 2 friends, Maria and Alex, met up for coffee. Maria noticed Alex was wearing a big hat and sunglasses. Alex, why are you dressed like that? Maria asked, curious. Alex smiled and whispered, I'm incognito today. Maria looked confused. Incognito? What does that mean? Alex laughed softly. Incognito means I'm trying to hide my identity so no one recognizes me. Maria giggled. Oh, like a secret agent. Exactly. I don't want anyone from work to see me. I'm supposed to be sick at home. Well, you look very mysterious. This person was hiding their identity because they're supposed to be at work. Not that I would ever recommend that, but that would explain why they're trying to appear like somebody else or hide who they are so that they're not recognizable. So some synonyms are unidentified or unidentifiable, nameless, or disguised. The next word is recognize. Although this is probably a word that you are familiar with, it's an important word to break down because it will help you fully understand the root word meaning and be able to recognize that root word in more and more places, the more comfortable you are with it. So recognize, the prefix re means again, cog means to know, and eyes makes it into a verb. So we have know again verb, which is perfect because, of course, the meaning of recognize is to identify somebody or something from knowing it before or to know it again. I think of this Spider-Man GIF where they see each other and they recognize each other. So in this case, we have 2 friends in a busy shopping mall, Tom and Lisa. In a busy shopping mall, 2 friends, Tom and Lisa, were walking together. Suddenly, Tom stopped and pointed at a man across the way. Lisa, do you recognize that man? Tom asked excitedly. Lisa squinted her eyes and looked closely. No, I don't think so. Who is he? Tom smiled. That's Mr. Johnson, our old school teacher. Lisa's eyes widened in surprise. Oh, now I recognize him. He looks a little different without that big beard. Tom nodded. Yes, but I would never forget his crazy glasses. So in this case, they recognize somebody, meaning they see them again and they know them from before. Some synonyms are identify, know, or remember. And the last word that we'll go over in detail today is connoisseur. So it has the root word cog. It's not the same spelling, but it does have the same origin, and that's where this word was developed from. And it has the suffix "eur," meaning agent or person, and it turns it into a noun, meaning an agent or a person. And the definition is an expert judge in matters of taste. So basically, a person who knows. I think of Ratatouille because in this movie, Ratatouille was a food connoisseur. He had a really good understanding of flavors and textures. And if you have seen the movie, he helps a chef be successful at a restaurant. In a small, cozy cafe, two friends, Emma and Jack, sat at a table looking at the menu. Emma noticed Jack studying the coffee list very carefully. Jack, why are you looking at the coffee menu so seriously? Emma asked. Jack smiled proudly. I'm a coffee connoisseur. Emma looked puzzled. Connoisseur? What does that mean? Jack explained. A connoisseur is someone who knows a lot about something and enjoys it very much. I know a lot about coffee and love trying different kinds. Emma laughed. Well, Mr. Connoisseur, why don't you pick a coffee for me? Jack grinned. Sure, I'll choose the best one for you. He ordered 2 special coffees, and when they arrived, Emma took a sip and smiled. This is delicious. You really are a coffee connoisseur, she said. Jack beamed with pride. I'm glad you like it. This example is excellent because connoisseur normally has to do with something specific, like being a coffee connoisseur or a beer connoisseur, wine, art, etc. Maybe something that's a little more artistic or creative or food related. You wouldn't just say it about anything. So some synonyms are expert, sophisticate, meaning the noun form. So a person who is a sophisticate might know a lot about something. Or the authority. Similar, where it's not the authority in like I'm the boss type of way, but the authority meaning you know a lot about that topic. And to wrap up, after going over those 4 words in detail, here are 3 additional words with the same root word that will help you expand your vocabulary the more you understand them. Precognition, we have pre as our prefix here, and pre means before, and cog, as we know, means know. And the meaning is to know before, meaning if you have precognition, you know something before it happens. Cognitive is an adjective related to thinking, so it's like the adjective form of cognition. So cognitive is something that you hear a lot in science or education. And cognizance is almost like a synonym of cognition, and it just means awareness, and it's a noun. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching Pass ELA, and keep studying your vocabulary to prepare for the SAT and be successful in high school.